My channel is the definition of being a bang average finance channel. It has about 2,900 subscribers and about 137,000 views so far. So I thought it might be useful to share some information on how much I got paid for my first month of being monetized and what it took me to get to this point of actually being monetized and what I did. So what I'm going to do in this video is go through the strategy that I have used to get to this point, as well as all the mistakes I've made and the things I've learned along the way. And I'll also show you the equipment that I used to get going, which I bought on a budget. Then I will show you how much YouTube actually paid me for the first month of being monetized, just so you can get an idea for yourself how much you can possibly make. Back in January 2021, I decided to fully commit and have a proper go at starting a finance YouTube channel. To fully commit, I decided that I needed to post at least 2 videos a week. And I started off posting 2 videos a week, no matter what. I'd always try and get those 2 videos in, no matter how long or how short they were. That is because when I studied other channels, I noticed that consistency is probably the most important factor in getting you subscribers and for eventually YouTube actually pushing you out there a bit more. I saw many people who were brilliant at making videos, but they hadn't got any traction because they just didn't post enough. And my logic was, once I just stay consistent enough, that will probably be enough to get me over the line and eventually get monetized. But it's also no easy feat to commit to 2 videos every week, because each video can take you between 4 to 8 hours, including all the research and everything. So that is a lot of extra work every week on top of your job. And there will be points when you are under a lot of pressure to try and get your videos out, but if you can keep up that consistency, it will definitely pay off in the long run. My best advice that I could give to anybody who is thinking of starting a channel is just to go ahead and get started, even if you're not ready. Some of my first few videos are just completely awful, and I'm still not very good at talking in front of a camera, but you can still make a lot of headway with your channel while you are learning. It took me 5 months and 3 weeks to get my channel monetized. Apart from my strategy of posting twice a week, my other strategy was that 90% of my videos had to be evergreen content. What I mean by evergreen content is that not just posting stuff that is only relevant for a few days, like a newsworthy item, but focus on topics that are always going to be relevant and that people are going to be looking at for years. This strategy has worked really well for me because I'm still getting views on some of my early videos that I posted 6 months ago, and the cumulative effect over time is your daily base of views starts to grow and grow and grow as you post more and more evergreen content. My second major strategy was to commit about 2 or 3 hours every week looking for some unique topics. So what I would be looking for here is something like a topic where people struggle to understand it and they need someone to break it down for them in simple terms, or else maybe looking for something that has very low competition on YouTube, but is something that people are interested in. While this strategy won't work for every video, eventually you will get a few big videos in terms of views from using this strategy if you keep doing it consistently. If I just look at the top 5 videos on my channel at the moment, they actually make up over 50% of my views. So without going to try and find unique topics, I probably still would not be monetized at this stage. The downside of going with this type of strategy is that you probably won't have a loyal subscriber base. And you might have a lot of viewers that might just check out one of your videos and that's it. Like, I haven't tried to take people on my investing journey or anything like that, so I probably haven't tried as hard to build up a loyal subscriber base. I can tell that easily from looking at my stats that only about 8% of people who watch my videos are actually subscribed to my channel, which is pretty low. I also didn't go out and start commenting on other finance YouTubers' channels, which is a common way of trying to build a bit of support around your channel. So a lot of finance YouTubers support each other by commenting and liking each other's videos to help your engagement rate, but that is something I didn't really commit to doing, but I probably should have done a lot more of it. And now just to move on to the equipment that I used to start my channel, I didn't break the bank at all to start my channel. I've only bought about €320 worth of gear, so you can definitely start a channel on a relatively small budget. But I hope to improve this equipment slowly over time and use some of that YouTube money to try and buy some better cameras and stuff like that. Because I didn't spend much on the equipment, my video and audio quality is pretty bad compared to most channels, but I'm okay to live with that for the moment while I'm still learning. So here is the basic equipment that I've been working with. So first off, I have my GoPro, then I just have a simple mic that I picked up for like €30. Then I just have an SD card and a light that cost about €10 on Amazon. So now let's get down to talking about the money. So that's probably what you're all really here to see. So in the month of June, which was the first full month that I had being monetized, I had 21,962 views, and that gave me revenue of $136 So my RPM for the month of June, which is your revenue per 1,000 views, was $6.23. So that was quite low. I was hoping that it was going to be up around the $10 mark. So I was a bit surprised that it was a little bit lower than I thought. But since then it has started to improve a bit, and in the month of July I have an RPM of about $8.14. But I have a long way to go in learning yet of what delivers a really high RPM for each video. So some of the videos I have here have pretty high RPMs and some of them have very low ones. At the moment I'm finding it hard to work out what delivers in terms of the highest RPM, but eventually I will hopefully figure that out and maybe make a video on what actually works. But all in all, I was absolutely delighted to make $136 in my first month of doing something that I really enjoy to do. $136 may not be a lot of money to most people, but I was really happy with it, and I'm hoping that this amount will continue to grow as the channel also grows. Hopefully this video was somewhat useful in giving you some insights on how to create a finance YouTube channel. I'd like to give a sincere thank you to anybody who has either liked or watched or subscribed to my channel so far, so thanks very much. I have no idea what direction I will take it in the future, but I hope you guys continue watching.